From the heart of Kathmandu to towns across Nepal, a generation has risen. What began as outrage over a sudden social media ban has exploded into the largest youth-led movement in the nation's history. They call it the Gen Z protest. Nepal is in the middle of its most serious political crisis in years. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli has resigned after days of violent protest. At least 20 people are dead and the parliament building in Kathmandu has been set on fire. The unrest began after the government imposed a sweeping ban on social media, Facebook, X and YouTube among them. Though the ban was quickly lifted, the protest grew into a nationwide revolt against corruption, censorship and lack of opportunity. Protest, clashes, fire crowds stormed the parliament complex and torched the government buildings. Residences of top politicians were also attacked. Police fired live round and tear gases, and the army has warned it could step in if the situation worsens. On September 9th, Prime Minister Oli stepped down. He says he will remain as a caretaker until the constitutional remedies are found. But his resignation leaves a power vacuum. Parties are maneuvering for control while Kathmandu's outspoken mayor, Balendra Shah, has voiced support for the youth-led movement. Authorities imposed curfews in major cities. Operations at Tribhuvan International Airport were disrupted. And though social media is back online, protesters insist the movement is far about more than censorship. All this comes against a backdrop of economic strain. According to Nepal Rashtra Bank, annual inflation averaged around 4% year fiscal on the inflation stood at just over 2% in mid-July. The government projects growth of about 4.6% for the year, but many graduates say opportunity hasn't reached them, fueling anger in the streets. And Nepal's monsoon season has taken its toll. By the end of August, at least 82 people had died from floods, landslide and lightning strikes. That is far lower than the more than 200 deaths last year, but still devastating for many families. Amid the turmoil, there is one big bright spot. Take lower third, power exports to India, Bangladesh. Hydropower exports are on the rise. India has approved purchase of just over 1,000 megawatts of electricity from Nepal through October and in July. Nepal began sending 40 megawatts of power to Bangladesh. Analysts say that energy trade could be a vital economic lifeline if political instability doesn't scare off the investment. For now, the country faces the stark test. Right groups are urging security forces to show restraint. Protesters say they will not stop until leaders deliver real reforms. And businesses warn the unrest could hurt the economy just as the fall trekking season begins. To recap, the resignation of Prime Minister, a parliament in flames, dozens dead in the streets, and a new generation demanding change. Tonight, Nepal stands at a turning point and the world is watching. To see what happens, stay with us. We'll keep following the development. This is me, Kajal Goswami, and you are watching KUpdates.